NKTelco Sports welcomes you to Wright State University, where the Wright State Lakers take on the Kent State Golden Eagles. This game brought to you by Minster Bank, Keyhole Pizza, 21st Century Kitchens, Elmwood Assisted Living, Schwieterman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental Care, NKTelco, Francis Furniture, St. Mary's Trucking, Cy Schwieterman, West Staff, Radio Hospital, Grand Lake Health Systems, First National Bank, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. This is an NKTelco Sports production.
Hello and welcome to Salina as we get set for Wright State Laker Volleyball as they get ready to play the Kent State Tuscarawas. I am Greg Burning, my partner Dave Helmstetter, as we get set to open the Wright State Laker season in this newly renovated, maybe not be the right word, but really finished floor surface in here. Looks really nice. A little toasty in here today. Probably close to 90 degrees outside, and it feels like it's 90 degrees in here.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful court, beautiful facility, all renovated, I guess you would say, and in top-notch shape. And it's kind of a learning experience here. We're talking about keys to the game, and for Wright State, the Lakers, it's really a big step forward. A new coach. How well will the team mesh? How will they play against a more experienced opponent? Yeah,
the first time on this floor, as I was talking to Coach before the game, they have not been able to even practice on this floor. So this floor new to them as much as it is their opponent. And those keys of the game were brought to you by Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Salina, where the dealer makes a difference. As we got a second here, we'll catch you up on our starting lineups. For the Wright State Lakers, number 13, Hannah Scott. Number 12, Emily Ruenkamp. Number 22, Reagan Hughes. Number 5, Brooklyn Wampler. And number 13, and number 4, Lucy Castro. It looks like our libero is number 19, Gabby Guerrero. On the other side for the Kent State Tuscarawas, number 5, Erica Michael. Number 11, Olivia Kinsey. Number 14, Maria Cottis. Number 8, Samantha Herman. Number 16, Alexis Smith. And their libero, number 20, Chris Partridge. The Lakers are coached by Michelle Hardesty. As Dave mentioned, this is her first year with the Lakers. And on the other side, Coach Sarah Mills, also her first year with the newly Kent State Tuscarawas program. This is their first season. They've just only got a couple of weeks of practice under their belt. So as we get set for action, Reagan Hughes with our first serve. It is deep and out of bounds. First point will go to the Tuscarawas. Got to bring number 14, Maria Cottis, up to serve. Nice dig on the other side. Lakers just going to have to bump it across. Tuscarawas looking to set right down the middle. Good shot there by number 11 for the kill, Olivia Kinsey. As we get our second point of the ball game, both by Tuscarawas. They're up 2-0 here in set number 1. Cottis again with the serve, just clears the net, tipped back over. Opportunity for the Lakers, blocked at the net, and finally tipped across. Here's another chance for Tuscarawas. Tipped, dug up nicely. We're going to have a double hit called against the libero, Partridge. That'll give the first point to the Lakers. Number 19, Gabby Guerrero to serve. Guerrero with the serve, wide left and out of bounds. That's 2 of the first 3 serves that the Lakers have made have been out of play. Probably not what first-year coach looking to see. Can't score if you don't put the ball in play. That was serve knocked across by Kinsey. Caught up in the net, point to Tuscarawas. Early starting here in the first set. Tuscarawas up 4 points to 1, as that one sails deep. So, Dave, we've seen some of those pregame jitters we talked about. First game for both teams, and there's 6 points on the board, and 4 of them have been not just service errors, but deep out-of-play service errors.
Very strong on the serve.
That's right.
A little anxious.
They're fired
here.
up. That'll bring Emily Ruenkamp, Versailles graduate, back to serve for the Lakers. That one sails across, dug out nicely, and bumped across. Lakers with an opportunity, set across court to number 4, who takes the kill, Lucy Castro. Nicely done by the Lakers.
Lucy Castro, one of the players that Wright State picked up from Arizona, Mesa, Arizona, number 4.
Ruenkamp with another serve, dug up nicely. Knocked across from the 10-foot line, blocked at the net by Castro. She gets the set and gets blocked herself at the net. So nice job with the block there, number 5 and number 12 for the Tuscarawas. That'll be Michael and number 12, Bailey. That'll bring Erica Michael up to serve for Kent State. Dug out there by Wampler and hit across by Castro. Free ball across by Kent State. Tough set there at the net. Nice job by Lakers just to get it across. Gonna have to be a deep one by Kent State. Is not gonna make it. Point to the Lakers as they creep it back into this one. Trail now 5-4 here in set number 1. Number 13, Hannah Scott serving. She's from Bellbrook, Ohio. And that one catches the line. Nice serve.
Big point there for Wright State as they even it up.
Yeah, if she could serve that one every time, I think she'd take it, as she caught just the left out of bounds line. Right down the middle. Set there by number 5 and free ball across. Another good opportunity here for the Lakers. Going to set the far side to Wampler. That one's hit back across the side. Just caught the line. Called in, shot and kill from Alexis Smith. Got to put Smith to the service line. She got all that one out of bounds. We're even again once at 6. As number 5, Brooklyn Wampler goes back to serve. She's a sophomore from Ansonia, Ohio. This game will not be too short of service errors as we get another one deep. Both teams sharing them back and forth. It's going to put number 20, Chris Partridge, back to serve. She gets that one in play, dug up nicely by the libero Guerrero. That's a mouthful, and that one's knocked out of play. Kill there by number 4, Lucy Castro.
Castro's second kill here in the early going, and of course, as we mentioned, a lot of service errors here too.
Right. Nice serve down the side from Castro. She gets the first ace of the match. And that Castro back to serve again. Another strong serve, dug up nicely by Smith. Set right down the middle front of us here, dug up by Castro. She'll get set from the short 10-foot line, dumps it across, and a nice save there by Guerrero. Kent State looking to get it across. Guerrero digs again, and I believe we have a net violation. We do, against the Lakers. We're all even here in set number 1, 8-8 at Salina's Lake Campus. Got a rotation violation against the Lakers. That'll put Sammy Dorland back to serve. Lakers trying to get their rotation corrected there before the serve. Here's Dorland with the serve, dug up by Castro. Blocked at the net nicely by Kent State. Now on the attack. Nice rolling set there to number 11, who gets the kill for Kent State, Olivia Kinsey.
Kinsey's second kill here in the early going.
And we got a quick timeout by the Lakers. We'll take one as well. You're watching Wright State Laker Volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the service.
Welcome back to Salina. We're in set number 1 as the Wright State Laker volleyball team, first game of the season, trailing Kent State Tuscarawas 10-8 here in set number 1. Off the timeout, Sammy Dorland for Kent State back to serve. Dug out nicely by Guerrero. Over the other side to Ruenkamp. Ruenkamp with a good hit. Dug out by Smith for Kent State. Blocked at the net. It's going to be 4 hits, I believe. That is the calling. 4 hits against Kent State because that one didn't clear the net, bringing the Lakers to within 1 at 10-9. Back to serve for the Lakers, number 22, Reagan Hughes. Free ball across by Kent State. Guerrero with the dig. Hughes here with the set. And unable to get it across was number 13, Hannah Scott. Scott's from Bellbrook, Ohio. Serve across there by Cottis. Right at the net. Pinned up against the Kent State side. Point will go to the Lakers. That will bring the libero back to serve, Gabby Guerrero. Strong serve, dug out nicely by Kent State. Smith with the shot. Unable to bring it down is number 4, Lucy Castro, so point will go back to Kent State.
Kent State just a little bit more aggressive at the net than.
Yeah, nice set there.
Yep.
Definitely goes a long ways, and getting in the right hand, Smith hits the ball well. But again, another service error as Olivia Kinsey's point sails long. Nice judgment there by the Lakers to not bump that one as it sails deep. Here's Ruenkamp again back to serve. Serves that one right to the end line. And unable to get that one across was number 12, Allison Bailey. Point to the Lakers. Ruenkamp again to serve. Same place, dug up nicely. Good set to the front side. Ruenkamp able to get her hands on it. Free ball across. Nice middle set there to number 12, Allison Bailey. Wasn't the best set by Kent State, but Bailey able to knock it home and get the kill, putting Kent State back up by 1, 13-12.
Samantha Herman, number 8, rotates back in for Kent State. And
have a double hit there on the set. It's going to give another point to Kent State as they now lead by 2. Dug out by Guerrero. Set over to Castro. Far side, too wide. Ball out of bounds, point to Kent State. Right now, I think the Lakers just trying to cut down on their errors a little bit, just get the ball in play, as you mentioned before, struggling to get it set at the net. There's another one. Got a break there as Herman knocks it out of bounds. So with that ball out of bounds, that will put number 13, Hannah Scott, back to serve. Right up at the net. And I believe we're going to have Lucy Castro trying to block that one, got up into the net. Net violation will give the point to the Tuscarawas.
Got a chance to really make this the largest lead of the first game here for Kent State.
That'll put Smith back to serve for the Tuscarawas, and she hits it into the net. Another service error. That will bring out number 5, Brooklyn Wampler, to serve. She lets the soft floater across. Dug up nicely there by Ruenkamp. And hitting that one in the net was number 22, Reagan Hughes. Point goes back to Kent State as they stay at a 3-point advantage, 17-14. As that service is wide. Lakers still struggling here a little bit to get their rotation exactly where they want it.
Not a lot of flow for the Lakers here in the first game.
That's first one, right? Trying to get that one under their belt. Here's Castro again to serve. She had a couple nice ones earlier and gets a second ace of the match. Much needed service point there for the Lakers.
Lakers have a chance to tie it up here.
I'd say their best server here so far this first set, Castro. Tosses a short one across. It's dug out by number 5, Michael, and into the net off of Kinsey. So Lakers are able to tie it up as we slowly approach the 20-point area, which is pretty crucial in volleyball. Tied up at 17. Castro, another solid serve. Set across by Michael, but Kinsey unable to handle it. Lakers able to regain the lead. I think the last time they were ahead was back at probably like 7-6 earlier in this set. So they're able to come back and take a 1-point advantage here at the right time.
Castro's been the key to this run.
Smith will bump it across. Opportunity for the Lakers. Back set on the net to the left-hander, number 16, Swan, and she's able to get the point. Kennedy Swan, a sophomore from here in Salina, Ohio, and that's going to trigger a Kent State timeout. We'll take a quick break as well. You're watching Laker Volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
NKTelco.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Welcome back to Salina. You get a good shot there. The Kent State Tuscarawas, the visitors here to Salina today. The Lakers with a 2-point advantage, 19-17 here in our first set. If you're just joining us, welcome to Salina. I am Greg Burning, my partner Dave Helmstetter, as we are set for the opening match of the Wright State Laker volleyball team here in 2016.
Lucy Castro's done a nice job for the Lakers. She's out of Sequoia Charter High School in Mesa, Arizona.
And she just hit a little short on that one and goes in the net. But you're right, Dave. She had a nice little run that the Lakers badly needed. Now I just need to come up with a couple big points here to push them over the top. As Dorland is back to serve for Kent State. So we got a rotation violation there, I believe, on Kent State. So that will be a point to the Lakers at a very opportune time for them. So that'll give them a 2-point advantage, 20-18. Sending Reagan Hughes back to serve. Dug out by a libero, cross set here to Kinsey. Nice shot down the side and a kill. Olivia Kinsey brings Kent State back within 1.
It's Kinsey's 3rd kill here in the opening game.
Serve across by Cottis, dug up by Guerrero. Set over to Ruenkamp. Cross-court shot dug out nicely by Smith. Smith set back, blocked at the net. Dorland, though, able to track it down. And the free ball, blind shot there, knocked home by Erica Michael. And she just kind of turned and hit. No idea where she was going there. Got the nice bounce off the net, and the point puts us even at 20. Cottis again with a nice serve. Dug out by Ruenkamp. Quick set at the net. And knocked out of bounds off of Michael. Point to the Lakers. 21-20, first team to 25. Got to win by 2 here in the first set. Gabby Guerrero back to serve for the Lakers. Serve across, dug out into the net. Nice dig by Michael, and Smith free balls it across, out of bounds. Point to the Lakers. That was a nice dig by Michael to even pull that one out of the net. Fortunately for the Lakers, Smith hit that one deep, so that will put Guerrero back to the service line with a 2-point advantage. Strong serve dug out by Dolan, but across the Lakers side. Opportunity set here right at the net. Good set to Scott. Excellent block by Kinsey. Back over to Ruenkamp. She'll free ball it across. The opportunity for Kent State. Set over to Smith. Dug out by Castro. Back set to Castro. She gets a nice tip off the net. Able to dig it back out. Another quick set across the far side, but we're going to have a double hit from the set by number 22, Reagan Hughes. Unforced error goes in the favor of Kent State. They trail only by 1. Kinsey back to serve. Floats it across. Knocked all the way across and slammed home by Kent State by Alexis Smith. So we're even now at 22. Back and forth we went this entire set. Castro unable to handle it. Nice save there, though, by number 5, Brooklyn Wampler. Ball sails, though, into the net, which results in a 1-point advantage as we've seen the points quickly change here, Dave. Back in favor of Kent State. Couple unforced errors by the Lakers. There's another one. That's going to make it set point here in set number 1.
Wampler put into some tough position there on a couple of them, and the Lakers just not able to get it back over the net.
Quick timeout for the Lakers. We'll keep it right here. I'd like to thank our sponsors for today's action. New Knoxville Supply, Keyhole Pizza, Minster Bank, Minster Dental, NKTelco, Francis Furniture, St. Mary's Trucking, Cy Sweeterman, West Staff, Radio Hospital, 21st Century Kitchens, Grand Lake Health Systems, Elmwood Assisted Living, Sweeterman's Pharmacy, and our scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank, and our Keys of the Game sponsor, Budge Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Salina, where the dealer makes the difference. Set number 1 here as Kent State is back to serve with a chance to close it out, up by 2. Nice dig by Guerrero. Good high set right up front for Scott. Unable to get the kill. Dug out and over to Michael. Here is Smith. Guerrero chasing it down and over to Ruenkamp with a chance to knock it home. Dug out, though, by Kent State. Double hit called point goes to the Lakers with a chance to tie this up.
Kent State had it in their hands, and Lakers pulled it right back out.
Ruhnkamp with the serve, and it's a good one. Dug out nicely, though, by Kinsey and knocked across. That dug out by Ruhnkamp as well. Free ball across by Castro, deep in the corner. Kinsey pulls it out. It's going to be attempted to knock across, will not go. Shot there by Bailey, short, is going to even us up at 24. As I mentioned before, you got to win by 2. So it'll be a race to 2 points here for both these teams. Good serve again by Ruhnkamp. Michael with the set across the side. Nice shot by number 12, Bailey. Dug out by the Lakers. Here's Castro on the attack. Dumps it into the hole and it drops. So Castro able to find the opening and giving the Lakers the 1-point advantage and set point as they lead 25-24 here in set number 1. Ruhnkamp again back to serve. Strong serve, dug out nicely by Cottis. Right at the net to Smith. Knocked across though by Castro, back on the Kent State side, free ball across. Opportunity Lakers up under the net. Well, they had a good chance there, Dave, as they set it. The pass up front to Hughes was a little too far and pushed her up under the net. So we're back at dead even at 25.
Ruhnkamp had some nice serves there, nice serve approach, and good network until that last point, and it's 25 all.
Right up at the net, here we are again. That one goes across, dug out nicely though by Guerrero, and over to Castro. Castro with a strong shot, nice dig by Smith. Mishandle at the net. Gives the Lakers once again a 1-point advantage.
It's going to put Hannah Scott to serve out of Bellbrook.
Strong serve, dug up nicely by Kinsey. Over to Herman. She gets it across. Lakers with a chance to answer. That one is just a bit outside by Castro. We'll go at it again. Even at 26. Served by Smith, dug out by Guerrero, and free ball across. Into the back row, now up to the front. And just getting enough of it was number 14, Maria Cottis. Not sure how she even got that across. But she got just enough of that ball to tip it across and give the Tuscaroras a 1-point advantage in their first set point. That one bumped across, dug out by Ruhnkamp. Set over to Castro. That's been their best attempt here so far in set number 1. Michael up front, the runner, tipped across by Kent State. Back to the net. Free ball across. Guerrero set up to and blocked at the net. And back and forth we go as that one is knocked home by Herman. And that will be the set point that gives the Tuscaroras a 28-26 victory here in set number 1. As the Lakers fall just short. You're watching Wright State Laker Volleyball here on NKTelco Sports. We'll be back with set number 2 in just a moment.
You owe it to yourself twice a year a checkup at Minster Dental Care. Our specialized doctors, Jim Overman, Jim Myring, Sean Sharp, and Philip Slunkowski, are ready to give you the smile you've always dreamed of at any stage of your life. Pediatric, orthodontic, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry are just a few of the services offered. Our latest advancements include CEREC dentistry that allows us to create and deliver a crown in one convenient visit. We're located on State Route 66 in Minster, 419-628-3380 to schedule your appointment today. You owe it to yourself.
Jump, jump. What? Oh, come on. Set.
Plastic surgery is very expensive today.
Jet!
Jet?
Come on, shoot him.
Need more bandwidth? Switch to NKTelco and run all your devices.
Welcome back to Salina as we get set for set number 2. The Lakers fall just short of that first one, 28-26. as we get our rotations set up here for the second set. And Dave, as we talked about a little bit off air, Raiders a lot of unforced errors in that first set, which you expect, first set of the season. And hopefully can correct a few of those and come out with some W's here in the second.
Yeah, you can tell they're young, they're inexperienced a little bit. The chemistry, they're still working on that, and that was obvious in certain points during the first set. And it's one of those things that will get better the more they play together.
That's right.
Or at least hopefully will get better as the more you play.
As we get set here for set number 2, we'll look at our rotations here again for the Lakers. On the court right now, we have number 4, Castro, number 12, Ruenkamp, number 19, Guerrero, number 13, Scott, number 22, Hughes, and number 10, Molly Burning. Molly's from Maria Stein, Ohio. That one tipped off the block by Scott, point for the Lakers. So good start for them here in set number 2. Oh, I think my mistake. They called that on the antenna. So it was out of bounds, point to Kent State.
A couple of highlights statistically for the Lakers in the first set. Lucy Castro had 4 kills. Hannah Scott had 2. Kennedy Swan and Reagan Hughes had a kill each in that first set.
Serve there by Smith, dug out by Castro and knocked across and got it in just the right spot. Point goes to the Lakers.
Castro also had 2 aces, and Scott had an ace, and some of the stats from the first set.
Now to put Guerrero back to the service line for the Lakers. The libero Guerrero knocks it across. Dug out by Michael, back set. And dug out by Guerrero, tipped across by Scott. And another opportunity here for the Kent State Tuscaroras. And free ball across by Ruenkamp. Michael, and then free ball back by Herman. Lakers with a good opportunity here, right up at the net. Tipped across by Ruenkamp. Nobody wanted to touch that one as it fell untouched to the floor, as we are tied here at set number 2, 2 apiece. Good shot of the Laker team there. There's Castro. Nice serve across. Here's Cottis at the net, blocked by Scott. Free ball deep in the corner, but tracked down by Guerrero. Ruenkamp on the outside of the antenna. Point will go to Kent State. That will send the other libero, Chris Partridge, back to serve for Kent State. As we got some moisture on the floor. I'm sure we're going to see that a couple more times today. As we mentioned earlier, it's good and warm out today. Partridge with a nice deep serve, dug out by Guerrero. Up to the net to Burning, unable to handle it. I'm sorry, that was Wampler. Couldn't get that one to go across, giving Kent State the 4-2 advantage. Partridge again back to serve. That one is long. Out of bounds, we'll give it back to the Lakers. Emily Ruenkamp back to serve. Ruenkamp just a freshman. Good serve, dug up by Smith. Michael, cross court over to Kinsey. Strong hit by Kinsey, dug out by Guerrero. Cross court set over to Castro. Unable to get it across. Point goes to the Lakers. I'm sorry, Tuscaroras. They lead 5-3. That will send Sammy Dorland back to serve. Dug out, cross court pass over to Castro. Pass a little bit wide and out of bounds as Castro's unable to get it across. Leading up to Kent State a 3-point advantage. Dorland again back to serve for Kent State. Dug out by Guerrero. Double hit called there against Castro. Not exactly the start the Lakers were looking for here in set number 2 as they trail 7-3. Plenty of time though to turn it around. Guerrero with the dig. Good set by Scott right up front to Wampler. Dug out by Kent State. Up front set here. Over to Scott. Blocked at the net. Dug out by Castro. Over to Wampler. Bumped across. Michael back set to Kinsey. Going to have a violation into the net there, I believe, by the Lakers. And that's going to lead to a quick timeout. We'll take a break as well. You're watching Laker Volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
The big game is right around the corner. Are you ready for it? Come into Francis Furniture and find the right fit for you and your friends in our Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. With Lazy Boy Premier sofa and sectionals, you can custom order a look that's just your style. Choose from hundreds of decorator fabrics or choose genuine leather for its luxurious feel and durability. Come into Francis Furniture today, the area's only Lazy Boy Comfort Studio.
Welcome back to Wright State Lake Campus. As we are here in set number 2, I'm Greg Burning, my partner Dave Helmstetter. The Kent State Tuscarawas lead here in the second set 8-3 after winning the first, Dave, and the Lakers looking to rebound here and kind of get things straight. That's a ship sailing in the same direction.
They need something good to happen, some good serving. In the first game, the first set they played, Ruin Camp had a nice run near the end, and it took them right down to the wire. But in this one, they need somebody to pick it up a little bit.
There's a quick set to Castro. That one's going to sail wide. And that point also going to go to Kent State as they now have their largest lead of the day at 9-3. Dorland, I think she served the last 5. That one dug out by Ruinkamp. Ruinkamp over to Castro, hits the antenna, which is out of bounds. And the Lakers badly needing to get Dorland off of that service line. And Dorland does them a favor and serves that one deep. And that will send Hannah Scott back to the service line for the Lakers. Strong serve, dug out by Smith. Back set by Michaels is double hit. Point to the Lakers, they now trail by 5, 10-5 here in set number 2. Good shot of Hannah Scott there, the Bellbrook alum. Dorland going to free ball it over. Chance for the Lakers here to set one up as that one goes into the net. That'll send Cottis, Maria Cottis for Kent State to the service line with an 11-5 advantage. Emily Ruinkamp with a dig. Set at the net to Castro. Castro blocked by Kinsey, and Kinsey with the kill. We've heard that name in the first 2 sets here. Olivia Kinsey doing a nice job for the Tuscarawas, as they now have their biggest lead at 12-5. Cottis knocks that one to the net. So that will send number 5, Brooklyn Wampler, back to serve for the Lakers. Dug out by a libero, back set by Michael. Kinsey again with the kill, the hit, I'm sorry. And that one is knocked home by number 22, Reagan Hughes. Maybe the spark the Lakers were looking for as they trail 12-7. There's a good shot of Hughes.
Hughes out of Huber Heights, went to Dayton Carroll High School.
And the Lakers with another one. Cut into that lead now, 12-8. Service there by Wampler. And she'll score the ace. So Wampler, the little spark the Lakers were looking for, as they trail now just by 3. Wampler again, another nice serve and another ace.
2 aces in a row for Wampler.
That's going to lead to a Kent State timeout. We'll take a quick break as well. You're watching Wright State Laker Volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
There's a lot of early mornings that go into 40 years of service, a lot of miles on these tires, and millions of pounds of cargo have traveled in these trailers. It's about dependable service, the kind of service that shows up 30 minutes early every time, that gets your products, cargo, and business from point A to point B safely, quickly, and efficiently. We are St. Mary's Trucking, traveling the roads of commerce in Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, Kentucky. Men and women who produce the solutions that make your business grow, because the most important thing to them is you.
Welcome back to Wright State Lake Campus as the Lakers trailing to Kent State Tuscaroras 12-10 here in set number 2. Dave on a nice little run here, led by serving from Brooklyn Wampler.
Yeah, Wampler with a couple of aces has kind of stopped the Kent State momentum here. They've been building on that lead, and now it's starting to go the Lakers' way.
Able to dig that one off Kent State side. Pass over to Smith, blocked at the net. Kent State able to get it across. Here's a bump set by Hughes. And again, Kinsey fighting at the net, able to come up with a big point for Kent State. She's been a real force on the front line there for Kent State.
Lakers lose the battle at the net that time. Castro battling at the net, and it goes the Eagles' way.
So Kinsey back to serve for Kent State. Looks like we have some more moisture somewhere on the floor as the official comes over with the towel to wipe it clean. 13-10, Kent State advantage here in set number 2. Kent State won the first set 28-26. So with a 13-10 advantage, Olivia Kinsey back to serve for the Eagles. That one floats across, dug out by Ruenkamp. Quick set over to Hughes. She's able to just get her hand on it to get across. Back across as Hughes blocks it at the net and able to get the kill. So nice battle there at the net.
Reagan Hughes with a good hit there, and that'll give the Lakers the serve.
And some slippery spots on the floor as they're wiping them up.
Very humid afternoon.
The officials doing a nice job wiping that up. That's going to put Castro back to the service line. The Lakers trail by 2. Nice strong serve. Dug up though somehow by Dorland. And the Lakers not able to dig it back out, and point will go over to the Eagles.
Looked like the Lakers were going to pick up a key point there, and then they just lost it there.
That'll put Erica Michael to serve. Guerrero able to dig it out, and free ball across by Hughes. The set at the net to Smith. As I think somebody was in the net there. Not sure what that call was by the official. Yep, in the net. Point will go to Kent State as they now lead by 4. Michael again to serve. Dug out by Scott. Hughes with the set. Ruenkamp bumps it across. And Burning unable to handle it as the ball will drop. And the point goes back to Kent State now with the 5-point advantage at 16-11. Michael with the serve. Dig by Guerrero. And free ball across by Burning. Michael at the net. Back hit there to number 12, Bailey. And free ball back across by the Lakers. Kent State with another opportunity. Over to Smith with a strong hit and the kill. Alexa Smith having a nice afternoon here for Kent State as they'll take a quick timeout. We'd like to thank our sponsors for this afternoon's action. New Knoxville Supply, Keyhole Pizza, Minster Bank, Minster Dental, NKTelco, Francis Furniture, St. Mary's Trucking, Cy Sweeterman, West Staff, Radio Hospital, 21st Century Kitchens, Grand Lake Health Systems, Elmwood Assisted Living, and Sweeterman's Pharmacy, and as always our scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank. Dave, the Lakers got on a nice little run there off of Wampler serving. The Kent State Tuscaroras respond and now have pushed it up to a 6-point lead here as we approach the 20-point part of our ball game.
Lakers just seem to be just a step off almost on everything, and The Eagles taking advantage of it. Nice run. Lakers had climbed back into it and pulled close. There you see the Tuscarora bench. And
so Michael with the serve, back to action here. Lakers trying to get it across, and do. Michael digs it out, back set to Smith, as she'll have to free ball it across. Chance here for the Lakers. Set over to Ruencamp. Cross-court shot dug out by Smith, and free balled across again. Castro now knocks it back across. Your team really getting an opportunity as Smith there finally able to get her hand on one and get the kills. We went back and forth there 4 or 5 times. Kind of what you were talking about, Dave, struggling to kind of get on the same page, and both teams just kind of slapping it across there, and Kent State able to finally get one set up as Smith records another kill.
Find that opening and find the open court and put the ball there, and the Lakers are down by 7.
Set up front here to Bailey. Nice block by Burning. A badly needed point there for the Lakers. As you see a good shot there of Molly Burning, the sophomore from Maria Stein. Serve across by Hughes. And a strong hit there from Smith once again. Alexa Smith pushes the Kent State lead back to 7 at 19-12 here in set number 2. Smith will go back to serve. Dug out by Guerrero, right across though to Kent State. Smith battling at the net and able to come up with a point. So nice job there by Hannah Scott as she battles at the net and able to come up with a point for the Lakers. That's going to send Guerrero back to the service line as the Lakers trail 19-13. Served by Guerrero is short and in the net. We've kind of been at that 6 or 7 point area for a while for the Kent State lead as they are up 20-13 now with Partridge serve. Good set there to Scott, and the Lakers get the kill. That's what you want to see a little more of from the Lakers. They did a nice job there getting it to the setter up front, and then Scott able to knock it home. Now we'll send Ruencamp back to the service line. And we're going to have a 4-hit violation there from Kent State. Point will go to the Lakers. (2015) set number 2. And another service point there.
Similar pattern as in the first set. Ruencamp came in, good serving, and got the Lakers back in it. Hopefully that'll happen again. They're down by 4 right now.
As Ruencamp goes back again to the service line, Lakers trail by 4. Again, we got some moisture on the floor. Good job trying to keep things safe for the athletes. So back to action here is Ruencamp to serve. 2016, Kent State on top. That one dug out by Smith. Set across court to Kinsey. Dug out nicely by the Lakers. Scott with the set over to Castro. Blocked at the net by Kinsey, but Kinsey bumped into the net at the same time, so point will go to the Lakers. As they slowly creep back into this game now at 2017. Ruencamp serve dug up by Cottis and smashed home by Hannah Scott.
Nice hit there by Scott, and it's a big point for the Lakers.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Wright State Laker Volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield. Why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwiedemann Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
Welcome back to Salina. As you see Emily Ruenkamp set there to serve. Lakers trail 20-18. Dug out by Michael over to Kinsey. Kinsey with the shot blocked at the net. Hannah Scott cross-court set to Castro. Dug out though by the Kent State libero. Cottis knocks it across. Another opportunity for the Lakers. Free ball to cross. Here is Kent State. Cottis with the hit. Deep and out of bounds. Nice point there for the Lakers.
Lakers catch one there because they were Kent State set with a good hit and they would have turned it around, but it goes the Lakers' way.
Ruenkamp continues to serve for the Lakers. Dug out by the libero Partridge. Cross court to Kinsey. Kinsey with the shot. Dug out nicely by Guerrero.
Good play by Guerrero.
High bump and knocked across by Ruenkamp, who somehow finds the line. Nice dig by Partridge on the far side. And I think we're going to have a double hit called there against Hughes. We'll give the point to Kent State and end, I believe, a 6-point run there for the Lakers. So Lakers able to battle back to within 2 at 21-19 here in set number 2.
But that's going to put Dorland at the line, and boy, she's been very effective for Kent State.
No doubt. Dug out by Guerrero. Lakers looking to get her off the line immediately. Castro with the kill, blocked at the net. Back to Castro again. Tries again, blocked again. Here's Ruenkamp, and now Scott battling at the net. Tipped across. And Wampler will bump it across. A lot of action right at the net. Here's Cottis at the net as well. Ball tipped around multiple times by Scott. Unable to get it back across. The point will go to Kent State.
Heck of a battle at the net there, Greg. They really were battling it out. And it was a big point, too.
It was
a
big
Wright
point.
State's way, it's a 1-point game, and now it's 3.
And again, Dorland continuing to serve. Pass court, cross court to Castro. Dug out by Partridge. Dorland not able to get it across. A big point there for the Lakers as they creep back within 2.
Finally get it out of Dorland's hands and into the hands of their server.
So that puts Scott back to serve. Good strong serve and then ace. Big point there by the Lakers. Hannah Scott, the sophomore from Bellbrook, able to come up with a big ace. There you get a good shot of Hannah.
Second ace of the afternoon for Hannah. Had one in the first set.
The Lakers down 22-21 here in set number 2. That serve is well deep. So we'll give the 2-point advantage back to the Tuscaroras.
Tried to hit it hard and it went long.
That'll bring Cottis to the service line. Dug out by Guerrero. Chasing it down is Scott, and free ball across by Hughes. Tip cross court to Smith. Nicely dug out by Ruenkamp. Back over to Wampler. And right at Smith, and she's unable to handle it. Nice point there for the Lakers as they are back again within 1 at 23-22.
See, Wampler's got a kill and 2 aces here in the second set, so see if she can continue her success in this set.
Brooklyn Wampler to serve. Short and into the net. Big point there is going to bring up set point. And Olivia Kinsey back to serve for Kent State.
Everything on the line here for the Lakers.
Kinsey gets across, dug out by Ruenkamp, back over to Burning. Burning bumps it across. Set right down the middle to Bailey. Bailey with the shot dug out by Ruenkamp. And over to Hughes. Somehow, Michael gets her hand on that, and the Kent State Eagles get it across. But there is Castro with the kill, so nice recovery by the Lakers. And the biggest point of the set coming up here at 24-23, and a chance for the Lakers to tie it up once again.
Lakers regrouped collectively, came right back and got the key point.
Castro, good serve, dug out by Cottis, and up short of the net. And we're going to be even again at 24, just like we were in the first set. Lakers battle back and have a chance to take this one with 2 good serves from Castro. First one across, Cottis digs it out. Michael with the free ball across, knocks it right on the line. Point goes back to Kent State. Nice cross the net set there from Cottis. I'm sorry, from Michael. As she gives Kent State the 1-point advantage with the serve. Michael with the serve, dug out by Castro. Bumped to the net by Hughes. Burning with the shot, bump, and dug out by Michael. Free ball across, and missed there by Hughes, and that's going to be the second set going to the Tuscarora Eagles from Kent State as they win 26-24 with 2 in the books here at Wright State. We'll take a quick break and be back with set number 3. You're watching Wright State Laker Volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
As a business owner, do you find yourself reviewing too many applications, or are you the job seeker filling out dozens of applications in an attempt to find employment? West Staff has been bridging the gap between employers and employees since 1988. Jobs range from manufacturing and clerical to specialized fields such as quality control and engineering. West Staff has the ability to operate as your company's entire HR department or simply payroll employees on a temp-to-hire basis. West Staff, your partner in business.
When you choose Radio Hospital for your wireless needs, you get 13 convenient locations, no waiting and long lines, premier service after the sale, and all the latest technology. With locations in Lima, Findlay, Minster, Kenton, Defiance, Napoleon, Wauseon, Bryan, and Archbold, we are right around the corner from you. Visit us today and experience the Radio Hospital difference. We are simply neighbors serving neighbors, providing a refreshing alternative to high-pressure stores. Radio Hospital is your Verizon Wireless premium retailer.
Welcome back to Salina as we get set for the Lakers against the Eagles, set number 3. The first 2 going to the Eagles as they won the first one 28-26 and the second one 26-24. Both been pretty evenly matched games, or sets I should say, but Eagles able to just come up with a little bit more at the end of both of them as we get set for the third here, which the Lakers need to stay into this match.
Yeah, this is almost identical. The first 2 sets almost identical
right.
in nature.
And back to action we go. Lakers off with Hughes serving. Here's Michael with the set over to Smith. Can't handle it. First point will go to the Lakers. That'll send Hughes back to the service line. She knocks it across the dugout by Herman. Back to Herman they'll go. She knocks it deep to Guerrero. Upset front to Scott. Blocked at the net by Bailey. And Bailey unable to handle it as it came floating across. Will give the point to the Lakers. So service across there by Hughes again, right down the middle to Bailey. She touches it across, dug out nicely though by Castro. And we got a double hit by the Lakers. It's going to send Alexis Smith back to the service line for Kent State.
Lucy Castro had 6 kills so far in the first 2 sets. Ruenkamp has 2, and Hannah Scott has 5.
Nobody able to handle that serve from Smith. She'll get the ace. Even this third set at 2 games apiece. Alexis Smith with another strong serve, but too long and out of bounds. So that will send Guerrero back to serve. Lakers on top, 3-2 here in set number 3. Dug out by Kinsey. Back set from Michael. Bailey shot dug out. Right at the net. Hannah Scott unable to win the battle at the net against Bailey. Point to Kent State. Partridge will sub in and go right to the service line. That one's across and dug out by Castro and bumped across by Wampler. Michael with the cross-court set. And shot by Cottis, dug out by Guerrero. Over to Ruhlkamp, she'll have to bump it across. Michael over to Cottis, dug out again by Guerrero. Set right up front to Scott. Dug out on the far side and free balled across. Lakers opportunity right at the net to Scott. Can't get it across. Point to Kent State. So the Eagles now with a 4-3 advantage. It should be 5-3 actually. I'm not sure if they scored that last point. As that one's knocked across by Partridge. And Scott unable to reel that one in. As the Eagles now with a 2-point advantage here in set number 3. The Eagles won the prior 2 sets. They're going to have a double hit there called against the Lakers. Partridge did not get much of that one as it falls well short of the net. Opportunity here for the Lakers as they trail just by 2 here in the 3rd set. Ruhlkamp's nice serve, dug out though nicely by Partridge and bumped across. Played very nicely by Kinsey as she set up big to hit that one and just dumped it across into the open spot, giving Kent State a 3-point advantage. Dorland back to the service line. Castro with the shot, dug out again by Partridge. Smith with a strong hit from the 10-foot line. Able to get the kill. Alexis Smith has had a very good 3 sets. Or match in that case. As Dorland is back to serve again. Lakers needing to get her off that line as she has been their nemesis. Nice dig by Partridge. And again, bumped across into the opening by Kinsey. It just seems like when she gets to that service line, that's their best rotation.
Good things happen for the Eagles.
Yeah, quick timeout by the Lakers. We'll take a quick break as well. You're watching Wright State Laker Volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
At 21st Century Kitchens, we know that every home has a style to go with it. From first-time homebuyers to families with the pitter-patter of little feet to teenagers taking over the kitchen, 21st Century has what you want, customizing the style, layout, and price point to fit your budget. Kitchens by Craftmade and quality cabinets, countertops by Wilson Art and Gabriel, along with availability of granite, marble, and wood.
See what's in store behind the yellow door for your 21st Century Kitchen.
Welcome back to Wright State Lake Campus as you get a good shot there of the Laker volleyball team and Coach Hardesty, Michelle Hardesty, and Jim Hardesty as they're trying to rally their team here in their first match of the season. They trail 2-0 in a best-of-5 as they also trail here in this game 9-4 to the Kent State Tuscarawas Eagles.
Yeah, the first 2 sets just same kind of pattern, and again, you know, the Eagles jump out, Lakers come back, and then we go down to the wire. And
yeah, and this lady here at the service line, you get a good shot of right there. Dorland is the one that's caused them the most issues.
Done a great job in serving.
Gets another nice one across there, dug out nicely though by Guerrero, right to the net to Wampler. Dug out by Partridge, and Castro able to get her hand on it. Tipped across at the net. Bumped back to Ruhlkamp, who will free ball across. Dorland gets her hands on it. Back set to Kinsey. As it's tipped across by Guerrero, but goes out of bounds. I thought the Lakers were going to get a break there, and ball just sailed a little wide as Kinsey comes through with another strong hit, and Dorland still at the service line. That was going to go across to the wrong person. Olivia Kinsey hammers it home. And Kent State so far rolling through this 3rd set at 12-4.
This might be the largest lead that we've seen in the 3 sets that we've seen so far.
I think 7 was their prior lead. They only have as 11 on the score, but I thought that was 12. I could be wrong. Partridge able to get it back over. And a nice shot right down the middle there from Hannah Scott. Big point for the Lakers. So 11-5 with Scott back to serve. Serve barely handled by Partridge and finally dumped across by the Eagles. Right at the net is Castro with the kill. There's a good shot of Castro right there. Lucy Castro, middle hitter, who's a freshman from Mesa, Arizona.
7 kills in the afternoon for Castro.
Almost got another one there, but Kinsey able to get her hand on it. Castro again knocks it across. Partridge able to get her hands on it, but not get it across. The point and kill will go to Lucy Castro.
Castro picks up another kill, and she also has 3 aces to go with those 8 kills now that she has.
Hannah Scott gets the net on the serve. Partridge, another nice dig. Smith able to free ball it across. Ruenkamp, Scott over to Wampler. Alexis Smith digs it down. As 2 Kent State players collide, they still get it across. That's a great point by Kent State as 2 of their players almost collided head on there. Thankfully they did not. They still bumped into each other pretty hard and able to get the ball across and get the point after it hit the ceiling, which is still in play if it's on your side of the net, and it was. So the Kent State with a 12-7 lead looking to respond as the Raiders. That ball blocked back, and Hughes able to just get enough to get it across. Set up middle to Castro, and she's able to hammer it home. A nice play there by Castro to end the Kent State run and bring the Lakers back within 4 at 12-8 here in the 3rd set. Shot across from Wampler. Free ball across by Kinsey. Castro over to Hughes. Dug out by Dorland. Upset to Scott, back over to number 16, Swan. Scott right up to Castro. She'll bump it across and into the opening. Another kill for Lucy Castro. Wampler again back to the service line. Dug out by Kinsey, back to Kinsey. Strong hit down the line, dug out by Ruenkamp. Back over to Hughes. Blocked at the net, and it falls on the Lakers side. Point goes to Kent State. Kinsey at the service line. Cross court pass over to Swan. Swan able to just get it across and get the kill. Kennedy Swan, sophomore from Salina, Ohio. We'll send Lucy Castro back to serve. Another strong serve dug out by Bailey. Cross court set back to Bailey, dug out by Guerrero. 13-10 here in the 3rd set. Ruenkamp able to get it across to Michael with the shot. And there's Hughes with the kill. Lakers able to get back within 2.
Reagan Hughes, that's her first kill of the afternoon.
Castro with another serve, dug out by Cottis. Set to Bailey. Nice dig by Castro. And a double hit there, I believe, called against Ruenkamp. We'll give the Kent State Eagles a 4-point advantage with Michael back to serve. I'm sorry, 3-point advantage. Here's Ruenkamp at the net. Got to give Kent State credit on trying there. They're laying on the floor trying to get the ball across the net.
A few floor burns on that. Lakers will pick the point up.
Hughes with the serve, trailing by 2. She knocks that one long. Alexis Smith now back to serve. Dug out by Guerrero. Right up front to Scott. That one goes long. Kent State now with a 4-point advantage here in the third set. 16-12. Nice serve by Smith. And Hughes unable to get it across. Smith again to serve. Dug out by Ruenkamp. Back tap over to Guerrero. Unable to get it across. And we're going to have a timeout for the Lakers. We'll keep it right here. I'd like to again thank our sponsors for tonight's action. New Knoxville Supply, Keyhole Pizza, Minster Bank, Minster Dental, NKTelco, Francis Furniture, St. Mary's Trucking, Cy Sweeterman, West Staff, Radio Hospital, 21st Century Kitchens, Grand Lake Health Systems, Elmwood Assisted Living, Sweeterman's Pharmacy, our Keys to the Game sponsor, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Salina, and our scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank. Thanks again to all those wonderful sponsors. You get a good shot there of the Lakers staff and volleyball team trying to get things squared away here as they trail 2-0 and down by 6 here late in the third.
If the pattern holds in the first 2 sets, Wright State's going to come back.
That's right.
Take us down to the wire, and we'll go from there. In fact, the last 2 sets, I think Emily Ruenkamp kind of stopped the momentum for Kent State and kind of turned it around and picked some points up in serve for the Lakers.
Yeah, they're in a pretty good hole here at 18-12, but just a couple of good hits could get them right back into it. First one is to get Alexis Smith off the service line. As her service dug out, Ruenkamp, as David mentioned, gets her hands on the ball there to free ball it across. Here's a good opportunity for the Lakers. They bump it back across. And Michael with the shot dug out by Hughes. Scott at the net. And Kent State able to track it down. Alexis Smith free balls it across. Bump set at the net to Scott again. Dug out once again. But too many bodies on the floor.
No one standing.
Kent State giving it everything to get after those loose balls. Lakers, though, able to come up with a big point there. Cut the lead to 5.
See if Guerrero can turn things around here for the Lakers.
Serve dug out by Smith. Michael with the quick set to Bailey. Scott frees it across, but it goes out of bounds. 19-13 here in set number 3. Advantage Kent State Eagles. Serve across, dug out by Hughes, and free ball across, but out of bounds from Wampler. Back to a 7-point advantage for Kent State. Scott gets it across. Michael gets her hands, and Smith free balls it way out of bounds. As the point will go to the Lakers and bring the aforementioned Emily Ruenkamp back to the service line. Lakers in need of a big run of points here as they trail 20-14 in the third set. Dug out by Michael and free ball across. There's an opportunity for the Lakers. Over to Castro, blocked at the net and out of bounds. There's one of about 5 or 6 they're going to need, but a good start.
Yep. Castro with yet another kill. And Ruenkamp in serve.
Wiping up the moisture here again on the floor. 20-15, set number 3. Kent State winning the first 2 sets, 28-26 and 26-24. As Emily Ruenkamp back to serve once again. Knocks that one across, dug out by Cottis. And free balled across. Ruenkamp up front to Scott. blocked at the net, and it falls. Nice shot there from Hannah Scott. And Dave is looking like your fruition is coming true as it's 2016. They just slowly creeping closer here at the end once again, which has been the pattern, like you said, in the first 2 sets.
Seems like this is just the right rotation, the right set where all the strengths of the Lakers seem to work the best.
Ruenkamp again to serve. Dug out by Cottis. Set over to Kinsey has almost gotten the action there. She hammered that one home.
Almost had that one.
Yeah. As Kinsey putting an end to that run rather abruptly. As Kent State now with a 5-point advantage at 21-16.
Puts Dorland back in serve for Kent State, too.
Which is their best rotation.
Yep.
Dug out nicely by Partridge. Free ball across to Cottis. And nicely dug out by Guerrero. Lakers back on the attack. Castro dumps it across. Michael right up front to Kinsey. Hammers it home through 2 blockers. Olivia Kinsey with another kill. 22-16 in favor of Kent State. And that one knocked out of bounds.
In the danger zone now for Wright State.
Dorland again back to serve. Lakers in need of a response. Set up front to Wampler. And that will be a good start as Wampler able to get the kill and stop the run. Lakers in need of about 5 or 6 here in a row as they trail 23-17 in set number 3. Scott with the serve across. Just out of bounds. Was really close to the line. It's going to bring up a set point and match point for the Kent State Eagles. That one knocked across by Cottis. Cross court set to Hughes. Dug out by Partridge. Partridge over to Smith. Cross court back over to Smith and back to Kinsey, whose shot is blocked nicely by Lucy Castro getting the kill. So Lakers still playing here on for more as you get a good shot. Lucy Castro come up with a big block, 24-18. Wampler with the serve, nice. She can do that 5 or 6 more times, they'll be in business. That was a beautiful serve. Kent State, and nobody even close to that one. Wampler with the ace. Wampler again to serve. Dorland, free ball across by Smith. I'm sorry, Kinsey. Double hit called. Lakers now within 4, 24-20. Wampler again back to serve. Dug out by Dorland. Bumped over to Alexis Smith, and how fittingly that is. Alexis Smith will score the final point of the match as the Kent State Tuscarawas Eagles come up victorious in 3 sets over the Wright State Lakers. We'll take a quick break, come back with our final wrap-up and stats. You're watching Wright State Laker Volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
In the Grand Lake Health System, great health care is about creating a personalized experience. We're here for you at every stage of your life, to care for you with compassion and courtesy, to support you with an honest approach that values communication and actively seeks your collaboration, to treat you in a safe, welcoming environment where quality and service always come first, to create truly grand experiences. For more, visit grandlakehealth.org/grandexperience.
Your parents have given you so much throughout the years. They were there when you won first place. Your first heartbreak. Your first car. Your first wreck. Graduation. Planning that special day. Is it time to give back? Give your mom the life she gave you at Elmwood.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Welcome back to Wright State Lake Campus as the Kent State Tuscarora Eagles defeat the Wright State Lakers in 3 sets, 28-26, 26-24, and 25-20. Here with our post-game stats is Dave Helmstetter. Dave, the Lakers did well. They just, like you said earlier, halfway through that third set, they just seemed like they get close at the end, and Kent State had just enough to overpower them at the end and could never really get past that tied point at the very, like last part. They get close, tie it up, and then Kent State would get the last couple points enough to win the set, and it happened.
Really tough to lose the first 2 sets the way they did.
Yeah.
Just so very close, where just a play or two makes a huge difference. And then that third set, about halfway through, it looked like they lost their momentum just a little bit, and Kent State took advantage of it. When you take a look at some of the statistics for the Lakers, Lucy Castro had 3 very nice sets. Ended up with 11 kills to lead the Lakers. Hannah Scott had 9. Emily Ruenkamp had 3, and Brooklyn Wampler and Kennedy Swan had 2 each. As far as service points, they had a host of players with 3. Hughes, Ruenkamp, Scott, Castro, Wampler, and Guerrero all had 3 each. It was balanced. I guess in a sense it was a little bit balanced, but I think Lucy Castro, if you take a look at the game overall, Castro really, you can see why she was recruited and why she's playing here for the Lakers. Had a very, very nice overall game for them.
Yeah, so the first match of the season will fall a little short for the Lakers, but overall a good first outing for first-year coach Michelle Hardesty and Jim Hardesty, and hopefully when round 2 rolls back around when they play Miami, it'll be a little better. If you want to see replays of this game, it's on Sunday, August 28th at 2 p.m. and Monday, August 29th at 6 p.m. That's going to do it for us here for NKTelco. I'd like to thank our staff, our director Isaac Sell, assistant director Bryce Hamrick, cameraman Tyler Wolf, my partner Dave Helmstetter. I'm Greg Burning. Thanks for watching and have a good evening.